All right, let's hope this works. I'm in Camino otra vez. I'm driving again on the road. Last time to Northern California. Last time north from Los Angeles to like Central California near Sequoia National Forest. This time I'm heading south, pulling out of Los Angeles right now. And the hellscape that is escape Los Angeles. No, I don't. It's negative. I love living in LA. Weather's fantastic all today. It's extremely foggy and cloudy. Getting out of the city, man, is crazy. Headed down towards Carlsbad, which is in between San Diego and LA. And going to Legoland for New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. Last Leisure Zoom, week 17. It's Christmas Eve, week 18. New Year's Eve. Space. Traffic is opening. Oh, I have this thing. I have stitches in my forehead from jiu-jitsu. Get them taken out in 1 week, and I can return to action. I'm sorry, driving a car, higher speed, all while using the HOV lane with the jiu-jitsu dummy. Oh, using my jiu-jitsu dummy. In the backseat, Francis, my man. Although if there's cameras in the HOV, get out of here. Also connected to the car, I hope. Where's cruise control? There we go. Connected to the car, I hope. What that does to the audio, I hope to God it's not an echo. I'm not re-recording it. I'm just gonna put it up for what it is. All a representation of actual reality. My audio's fucking garbage, man. I don't know if my iPhone's old or AirPods. I got the newest AirPods, but the audio's garbage. When I try to do it on airports, so I'm gonna have to start sitting down doing the pod weekly on a mic. I think going forward, I like being on the road with the pod and like being able to do it from the car and walking through the neighborhood and shit like that. But I also want the audio quality to be on point, especially as I start getting into deeper, more complex topics like outer space. But week 17, let's fucking no more beating around the bush. The Hawks out of the playoffs. The Hawks won on Thursday night last week against the Bears. Seahawks, that is. But unfortunately, having dropped 2 in a row to the Vikings and the Packers, or Packers and Vikings chronologically, that was the last. Sorry, I checked the map. Going to Legoland, New Year's Eve. What is becoming a family tradition. Yeah, so after dropping 2 to the Packers and the Vikings, they had to they didn't control their own destiny. They won out in the final 2 games against the Bears and the Rams. They still didn't control their own destiny as far as winning the division, making the playoffs, and certainly not winning the wild card and making the playoffs. So unfortunately, the Rams have won their past 2 games, and they wrapped up the division before they even meet the final week of the season in what was looking to be a badass fucking game. So Hawks are out, but they wrapped up a winning season, 9-8, which matches the record from last season, which always a good thing, right? New coaching staff, Coach Mike, our Lord and Savior, coming in and not taking a step backwards. I predicted him, I believe, go 10-7 on episode 1, and they still have a chance to do that. So improve 1 game from last season with a 10-7 record, which would be fucking awesome. I'm going to be at the Rams. The last game's against the Rams in Los Angeles, so it looks like it might be for division, which would be incredible. Unfortunately, it's not. Like the game is essentially meaningless, right, as far as playoffs are concerned, all that shit. But not meaningless for Seahawks. Obviously, Mike wants to get the whole team wants to get a 10th win, an improvement upon last season. So I think they're going for it. I don't know if the Rams have any reason to play their starters or anything like that. So at least tickets will be cheaper, but yeah, it would be badass to see them have a game for the division. That's super intense. I'm gonna go regardless. We'll see what SoFi Stadium looks like with essentially a meaningless game. How many people are there? So yeah, that's that. Hawks had an off season. I looked. It's kind of a They're not gonna have a high draft pick or anything. They'll be right in the middle of the draft, I guess, towards maybe like 20 or something. And I was looking at uh, their cap situation, their salary cap situation, and it's not good. They're like $5 million over the cap for next season. Not that I'm fucking some cap stuff goes there. I don't know if that's normal or what, but yeah, no. I imagine there's gonna be some significant roster changes, right? Mike's gonna want to bring in his own dudes, and obviously all the dudes he's brought in, the people from draft class, and I don't even think really free eight. I don't know. I don't know what the story behind Tyler Dodson and Jerome Baker, the guys they like two big free agent signings that they brought in that didn't make it like halfway through the season, or they got shipped out, cut, or traded. So I don't know the full story behind that, and so obviously they brought in dudes. They brought in dudes. They brought in obviously Ernest Jones the fourth, who had a tremendous impact. How did they bring it? Because they also brought in, I believe, this dude, this like giant dude from Jacksonville, Roy Robertson Harris, I think is his name. Am I making that name up? Is that like an MMA fighter? I think that's his name. I don't ever remember hearing much about him though, like as far as actual play after being acquired by the Seahawks. But I know Ernest Jones the fourth is badass, man. He played extremely well. It's a big dude. But he's very small for a linebacker, like what I think of as like a thumping middle linebacker run stopping. I don't know. Just when I watched the press conference, shit, I'm like, dude, this guy's like, I don't know. So, I'm even more impressed. Honestly. It seemed like all these guys are kind of getting more, at least like kind of leaner. I don't, not someone like Ray Lewis looking. Maybe I'm gonna stop that. As far as linebackers, physique is concerned. So yeah, that's it for the Seahawks. Or this season, hope we get the win against the Rams, and then it will not be tracking on a weekly basis. But we'll go check it out the Seahawks in offseason, see what happens, man, with the draft and free agency, all that shit's super fun and stuff that I love following my whole life as far as, the entertainment of sports, specifically the NFL. So it'd be cool to track that, knowing that, Coach Mike is involved and all that. Very cool. But I don't. Well, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. The podcast. Once the NFL season, college football season wraps up here in the next month or so, I want to start doing some MMA. I think over the next 6 months, I kind of weekly, closely tracking MMA, and then as I've talked about 1,000 times, then start getting into more like serious academic and election type of stuff. I can starting outer state. Bulldogs are still barking though. Quarterfinals of the college football quarterfinals? Yeah, quarterfinals of the college football playoff start today, New Year's Eve, Penn State, Boise State. I have a significant financial investment in Penn State. I smoked a little too much food last night and got on the old Bovada. Started throwing out some heavy coin on Penn State. Heavy coin for me, nothing like life attention. But as far as my sports betting is concerned, a lot of money. I would say my third biggest allocation of the year, my third biggest stake, fourth biggest stake of the year. So Donald Trump, Jake Paul, and John Jones. I think that's my highest single investment of each of them. And now Penn State. I'm just gonna go heavy on the playoffs. I've done fairly well with my sports betting account during football season and MMA as well, and the aforementioned like single events. I'm going to go all in on college football and NFL playoffs. Georgia's got Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. I love Georgia, and I normally feel very confident about them. I definitely feel very confident as far as like whether or not they've been road tested or like battle tested. And they're athletes. But dude, Georgia's fucking starting quarterback, Carson Beck, who was like a high-level NFL prospect, coming into the season, who is he's had a very up and down season, but is like a very talented quarterback. And the dude's been the starter our year is out. He's got their backup coming in. Notre Dame's no joke. So I don't know, man. This dude Gunnar Nelson, the quarterback, seems like the man. I really hope he's like this kind of Cinderella story or whatever. Although he's like Mr. Georgia football or whatever, high school player of the year, Georgia, and it's very like a stud. But you know, he's not starting for a reason. And yeah, we shall see. So it's like a pick'em game. I'm nervous about it, if I'm being completely honest. But hopefully the dogs pull it out. They'll make the semis. And, you know, college football playoff, man, it's badass. The matchups are weird. Like, I don't think Boise State should be in it. My master's degree graduate school alma mater, Arizona State, is also in it, which is fucking crazy. They got a first round bye. They play Texas tonight or tomorrow night. The rest of the games are New Year's Day. And the final matchup is the good one, Oregon State, Ohio State, Oregon State, Oregon, University of Oregon, not Oregon University of Oregon versus Ohio State, which is Oregon got fucked on that one because Ohio State that might be the two best teams in the country, and they have to play each other in the quarterfinals. So banger of a game in the quarterfinals, but the seeding with the playoff has been weird. It seems like it needs each week. So that's that. What was cracking? No jiu-jitsu the past week. I fucking hate it. No Roy Thai really. Got these fucking stitches. So I've been missing that, but I'll get back on it. I was hoping to do a tournament on January 17th, but that's just not gonna happen. In San Jose. So sick for a couple weeks, and now I've got 2 weeks off with these fucking stitches, and but I'll get back at it in about a week. A little over a week, 10 days maybe, and yeah, get that fire burning. Fire's burning for alrighty. I think that's it. Follow this week. Long live our Lord and Savior, Mike McDonald. We love you, brother. Long live the Seattle Seahawks and University of Georgia Bulldogs. Long live humanity, planet Earth. I'll talk to y'all next week.